Cześć wam, znowu jesteśmy na etapie, gdzie mamy przed sobą masonerię. Tutaj w naszej grze to jest Sae Director, czyli no szef tego całego tego wywiadu, gdzie tam Sae Nijima pracuje. Siostra naszej Makoto. Zresztą widzicie sami, no coś tam, czy coś tam już mamy, czy coś tam wiesz, jest okej.
The Phantom Thieves have become public enemy number one.
Aha, i oni teraz chcą zrobić coś takiego pewnie, że chcą wyolbrzymić winy Phantom Thieves, czyli nas. A może coś chcą zamieść pod dywan, że tak powiem, jakiś tam wałek. Taka jest moja teoria po prostu.
Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Dobra. To sobie podarujemy akurat. Konkrety z Gora Kechi, nie? Dobra. Pierdoły. Przeważnie są pierdoły, takie wiecie. O, co to będzie, co to będzie. Tego kalibru sprawy. O, tutaj można przyjąć,
We're wanted now.
że będzie ważne coś.
And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
Ja pierdolę.
I'm
Do
positive
czego to
now.
urosło, nie?
Remember all of those what ifs I mentioned before? All of this with
Gdyby nie było to
how
tego
President
calling
Okumura
card,
ranked
to jeszcze
first,
okej.
the fad before that,
A ewentualnie nie było,
Magic.
że Phantom Thieves.
It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start. After
Then what about everything we've done until— Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kanashiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to...
Cheap? It's nothing if there's the fake Medjad and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru.
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it!
Co Boże, weź się ogarnij, człowieku. Pierdolony Naruto persony, no.
This is bullshit! God! Ah!
Ryuji!
Kurwa, on tam zaraz chyba kloska jebnie.
Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because we were.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general...
Yeah. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about...
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go...
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now?
Nie, no co ty?
Things might get worse.
Hey,
running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this.
Nie zastrajcie się normalnie, morale podskoczyły.
Absolutely
Morel
not
czy morale
like this.
powiedziałem? Morale.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Pizda nad głową.
Yo. Huh?
Dobra. Takie, wiecie, szczere wywody na razie mnie nie interesują. Goro Akechi mnie interesują. O, jakoś to mnie nie dziwi, że LeBlanc. No fajnie, fajnie. Oczywiście od razu pewnie automatycznie pójdziemy spać. Albo może zapiszemy. Dobra, zapisujemy.
Okay.
Let's do it.
81 godzin, ja pierdolę, z czego ostatnie, znaczy jedno tam, te 8 godzin z tych 12 co są ostatnich, ekspienie, kurwa, ekspienie. Dobra, czyli od razu spać.
Nice.
Ja bym chciał zobaczyć ten wątek, wiecie, z tymi pokojówkami jednak, a nie mam tego, tych bolts, guts, tej statystyki nie mam podniesionej. A teraz się internet przyciął, bo wrzucam odcinek. Teraz będzie rozwłóczenie i tam tereferę i tak dalej. O, myśli, nie wymyśli. Tak, czekajcie, wrzuca się odcinek? 7%. No. Dobra. Rozłóż się już, kurwa. Ile można czekać? Dobra. Jest. Okej. Friday, dobra. O, te Devil.
In which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister.
Ej, dzięki nam ludzie mogą się wybijać w polityce, bo chcą ukrócić nasze, wiecie, może nie rządy, ale po prostu chcą nas
I'm
powstrzymać.
definitely voting for him.
O,
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the...
weźcie, przestańcie, no. No tak to jest, też w realnym świecie. Fajnie to przedstawiają generalnie w tej grze. Super. Dlatego jest chyba numerem 1
When you say that you want
wśród
us
twoich
to
wszystkich
cooperate
ogrywanych
with you,
ostatnio.
what exactly do you
Chociaż-
intend us to do?
Chociaż Evil wiem. To Brider nie był jakiś, wiecie, mega taki fabularnie do zaangażowania. Fajny był, nie powiem. Ale O, Assassin był fajny. Fabularnie. Chociaż męczące było to expienie i te poboczne questy. O, ale granie był zajebisty. 50 godzin w końcu.
That's a good question. But
Quit effing!
Please keep this short.
there's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Oh. I'm referring to Sae-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your... However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sae-san.
O kurwa.
I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit.
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sae-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how...
And changing Sae-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain that there is also one more merit in changing Sae-san's heart. It will become a warning to not mess with us. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested.
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think...
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek...
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake, or... It's simply an absurd grudge. And...
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us? Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar. Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sae-san? Thanks. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the fam because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never... I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell...
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the... A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans to...
I see.
Will you tell your sister? Of course not.
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Szkoda.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird? Beats me. Yeah. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow.
No i co ona powie sama Sae na to wszystko? Kurwa, i się internet rozłączył też mi tutaj. Ja pierdolę. Chujowa neostrada.
Palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark. So you became convinced of another's existence through the two mental shutdown. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still... That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? Believe you. I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee. Your actions as phantom thieves would still be met with hostility. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Hey! You need to keep your... It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere pup. Someone set up only to bear responsibility. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
All right.
No, I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with... Was a change of heart triggered in... What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me every...
Myślę, że dopiero jej serce się zmieni. Znaczy, wiecie, że to jeszcze deadline'a nie było.
What's this favor? We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her path. I can look up more, stuff like her repertoire of... A girl shouldn't say things like... You tell her too! Don't fall for it! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish!
Co się dzieje? Dziwne. Bardzo dziwne. No to chyba nie jest kwestia internetu, tak? Czy nie? O. No dajesz, Polina. Boże, dodajesz, kurwa. Okej, kurwa, jedziesz z tym tematem. Spadnie pewnie? O! Dobra, spadło tak jak myślałem. Sobota. Idealnie prawie, że. Podarowałem wam tutaj ten bełkot.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi,
I rarely get to see Sae-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
Czyli 20 listopad to jest deadline.
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
But this should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
we'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That...
Huh?
Co jest?
This is the model I wanted.
O kurwa.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Sae-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone.
That's true.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's...
Thanks. Well then, I'll do my best.
Ale tu pas, baton to... No fajnie. Okej, super, super. Podoba mi się to.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheap.
She's praising you.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse.
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sae.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like... Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a
Then perhaps a stadium?
There are other competitions besides fighting.
Gambling, then. How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's...
We played cards during the school.
What else is...
Makoto.
It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sae-san in you.
Well, it's time we head.
No tak publicznie na ulicy, chuj, że tam w Japonii jest pewnie w chuj kamer, monitoring zajebisty. Ale dobra. Fajna animacja jakaś.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Ale czemu... Czemu Morgana ten... Tak wygląda, a nie normalnie?
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Możesz ty kurwa. Las Vegas zrobili. W Japonii.
The court?
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yeah. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever arrests are made for her, I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a...
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using...
Just for reference.
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we looked. And
What is it, Har? Oh!
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all...
The reverse, act. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be...
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
why not go with Crow and...
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
No, tak będzie chyba lepiej.
Got it.
Now then, let's... Now then.
Co, wszyscy idą? A nie. Czy możemy Goro wybrać? O kurwa. Robin Hood. Weak and strong? Że tak powiem? O kurwa. Medium chance. To one fall. Dlaczego one? Chujowo. Tak zróbmy. Jest tutaj Goro? Fajnie to wygląda. Ej, i tak jak wam chyba nie wiem, mówiłem czy nie, mi się wydaje właśnie, że po tym pałacu nasz złapie Sae w jakiś sposób, a po prostu my siedzimy cały czas w jej pałacu, no tak mi się wydaje, w jakiś cokolwiek sposób. Bo ten... Bo... Na początku było, że z kasyna uciekamy, no nie?
Okay.
Także to może być bardzo prawdopodobne. Kurwa, jebany internet się rozłączy znowu.
Oh?
See. Oh.
But...
Hey. Come on, let's go.
No, w końcu akcja. Fasuje mi to w chuj. Oj, 30 minuta nawet, tak? No, widzicie jednak. Dobra, fajnie. Fajnie się zapowiada, sami widzicie, super sprawa. Że nie pozostaje wam nic innego jak oglądać następny odcinek. I tyle. Dzięki wam za oglądanie, cześć.